What's up guys, it's Jim Tay and today is another episode of New Projects. In this video, I'm going to talk about Pasir Ris 8. It's the most anticipated new launch, the first one that's coming right after the heightened alert phase in Singapore. Why should you be interested? It's because it's going to be an integrated project at Pasir Ris, a place that has not had much major rejuvenation or redevelopment for quite some time. If you recall, White Sands is the only mall that has been there since a long time back. So I believe that Pasir Ris 8 is something that many buyers have been looking out for in the real estate market. Without further ado, I have with me Colin Ng. The last time he was on board was actually doing a video on The Link. I called him the Prince of Bukit Timah. He's actually very familiar with integrated projects. The Link, of course, was also an integrated project. If you haven't caught that video, click the link above to check that out. Without further ado, let's dive right into the Zoom that I have set up behind me, and I'll start my chat with Colin Ng. Keep watching. Hey bro, it's interesting to see you marketing Pasir Ris 8. When I saw you marketing this development, I kind of knew that I had to talk to you about it. But just curious why from the west, because I know you're very focused on the Bukit Timah area, you decided to actually move towards the east, towards this project at Pasir Ris.
Thank you, Jim, for having me here. Yeah, the reason why I want to venture into the Pasir Ris area is because I see so much potential in this place. So I'm very happy to see how I can share with you and potential viewers what is this all about.
Sounds good. So I think after the video we had on The Link, people are once again excited to hear what you have to share about Pasir Ris 8. So let's do something a little bit different this time. The last time I asked you about objections. Now I want to put myself in the shoes of one of my existing clients actually right now who actually lives in the west area near Choa Chu Kang, Bukit Panjang, and works at the Changi Business Park. So this project was something that actually caught his eye because for a number of years now he was traveling to Changi Business Park, and it's so far for him from one side of Singapore on the west all the way to the east. However, he also says that he always takes the downtown line direct to Expo, and he never really explored the Pasir Ris area. He always felt like there wasn't much of a reason to actually stop at Pasir Ris to take a look around. So he has mostly been passing by Pasir Ris, even though he's been working there for so many years. Maybe Colin, you can share with us a bit about what is going on exactly at Pasir Ris.
Okay. So for Pasir Ris, basically we have four major transformation surrounding Pasir Ris. So for Defu, we have our industrial expansion. We also have our Changi Terminal 5. So Changi Terminal 5 will be a culmination of all the Terminal 1 to Terminal 4, and it will be larger than Terminal 1 to Terminal 4. Changi Business City will also undergo an expansion, and lastly we also have Punggol Digital District, which will be a very massive expansion in Punggol area. So why all this can impact the Pasir Ris area is because it is connected to Pasir Ris via the Cross Island Line. Now the Cross Island Line, as many of you may know, will be a very massive 50-kilometer underground train track. Okay, now this Cross Island Line will intersect all the above mentioned areas to Pasir Ris and leading all the way to the west side. So Pasir Ris will not only be an MRT station at the moment, it will eventually be an MRT interchange. So can you imagine how impactful it will be for the residents there?
Do you have a slide on the Cross Island Line that I can refer to? So I just want to take a look at how it might be in future. I think many of us have probably heard of the Cross Island Line, but to see it visually and how it connects to all the areas that you mentioned, I think it's not something that many of us may have seen. So it'd be good if you can show it to us.
Yes, okay, so the Cross Island Line is actually, we can roughly segregate it into two different segments. Okay, the east portion and the west portion. Now the east portion of the Cross Island Line has already been, the stations has already been confirmed over there. So as we can see, it intersects at Pasir Ris, where Pasir Ris is the existing east-west line, dark green. Now it will go past Aviation Park, it will go past the Hougang area.
Yeah, Colin, that definitely sounds really interesting about the Cross Island Line. I mean, thanks for showing us this map. I think it gives viewers a bit more clarity as well. I'm just putting myself again in the shoes of a buyer who works at Changi Expo. Changi Expo, the Changi Business Hub is primarily closer to the downtown line. So for the downtown line, I can actually instead be considering places like Tampines or Bedok. Why why should I actually be looking at the Cross Island Line?
Good question that you raised that, Jim. So basically, for what we study on the Cross Island Line, we actually realize one very crucial information. Okay, why? It's because we notice that the Cross Island Line actually intersect many of the various new BTO clusters, which will impact the usership and the demand for the Pasir Ris address. Now, because all these places, namely the Ang Mo Kio area, the Tampines area, and the Bedok area, they will all be able to enjoy the Cross Island Line and the ease of access that comes along with it.
Wow, Colin, that's insightful. I didn't know that there were such differences between the MRT lines that I should actually be looking out for. One final question is also a common question that my clients as well as I think many people have, is that integrated projects, they always tend to be a bit more on the pricier side. Why don't I buy some resale project secondhand that's maybe about a 300 to 500 meters walk to the MRT instead of paying such a premium for an integrated project? Is it worth it paying for the price for Pasir Ris 8?
Good question that you raised, Jim. Why a lot of investors actually consider integrated development, first and foremost, is the convenience aspect that comes with an integrated development. So not only will you be able to enjoy, to be able to go to the supermarket, you can also have access to amenities such as retail, F&B, medical. These are things that are actually invaluable, and on top of that, you can also save time when you are staying in an integrated development. In the whole Singapore, there are roughly 20 integrated developments. Out of all the condo in Singapore, roughly it accounts to less than 1% of the entire private residential inventory. So if you can enjoy the convenience and also the rarity, wouldn't the price premium be justified?
That's true. I guess there has been some trends that do substantiate that. For example, the Link was of course sold out within a week, the project that I'm sure you're very familiar with. Can we expect the same results here at Pasir Ris 8?
Yes, definitely. So for integrated developments, we have actually seen very strong track record from other integrated developments, and the prices have increased substantially from their launch day. So we can also expect to see the same kind of demand as evidently shown in our preview booking slots, which were being literally taken off the shelves as soon as they were being released. So I expect very strong demand, and also the take-up rate to be very high for Pasir Ris 8 as well.
Wow, really sounds very positive, and I think it's certainly a development that everyone in Singapore should be looking out for, not just regardless of whether you stay in the east or like the client that I shared in my example, staying in the west. Finally, Colin, before we end this call, can you share with us like the confirmed preview dates for those of us who may not be aware, as well as any indicative prices that you have received?
Okay, the preview dates are from the 10th of July till the 20th of July. Now, the weekend slots for Pasir Ris 8 has already been taken up, but do keep in contact with Jim so that we can see how we can slot you in for any last minute. Weekday slots are still available. Now, prices wise, we estimate that the prices will be 1,008 and above, along that range. But as prices are not confirmed yet, who knows? Probably if we submit an interest, we may get a pleasant surprise on launch day.
Thank you so much, Colin. It's a great pleasure having you online this time compared to the last time when we were face-to-face in person. I hope to see you very soon at the launch at Pasir Ris 8. And to all the viewers out there, I will also have Colin's contact in the comment section below. So feel free to get in touch with him personally if you want direct advice on Pasir Ris 8, or you can of course get in touch with me as well. Thank you for watching. Remember, leave a comment. Let us know any questions you have on Pasir Ris 8. We will do our best to answer your questions. And make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.